Called America's team. Love them or hate them, there's no doubt the Dallas Cowboys are a legendary NFL team. But did you know the legend of the Cowboys actually began here? It's all part of the story on when the Cowboys came to Oregon.
And I'm shooting pictures from ground level, little wind-up camera, home, just I don't know much about photography.
You're looking at film never before seen by the public, home movies of the Dallas Cowboys playing the Los Angeles Rams in a place befitting for any Cowboy. Roundup Stadium in Pendleton, Oregon, home of the world-famous Pendleton Roundup.
The bucking chute's right behind me.
Chuck Kearney was 17 years old when he took these home movies.
Here we go.
As he watches the film, the memories of that day come flooding back.
It was really the talk of the town. Roundup is big in Pendleton, but this hit us sideways.
As a star athlete at Pendleton High School, Chuck was chosen to take care of the Dallas Cowboy players before and during the game.
Well, my first job was to go out and buy 65 bars of Dial soap. And I had to go to 3 stores to buy 60 bars. And I said, that's a lot of soap. He said, all the guys want their own bar of soap.
The Pendleton game was an NFL preseason match, only the second NFL game ever played by the Cowboys, on a field reserved for horses and bulls. Chuck was very familiar with the ground. It's where Pendleton High played their games.
It's a cowboy bucking horses and bulls, and it's got divots. We played all of our games there, and sometimes you tackle somebody, it didn't smell real good. It's a roundup field, so and the players didn't gripe about it.
Leading up to the game, Pendleton was gripped with excitement. A newspaper article reported on a TV camera set up on a bull chute to broadcast the game to Rams fans in L.A. The night before the game, it was Chuck's job to show the players the lights and sights of Pendleton.
They got in that car, and it went right down to the ground. I mean, it was like being in a stagecoach, because that was on axle, just hitting. And so I say, where do you fellas want to go?
And where to go was a problem. It was 1960. Black and white players socializing together? Not welcomed at most places.
Well, see, there's the Eagles Club. It's, no, black and white players. There's the Elks Club. No, I don't think so. Rainbow, Cowboy Bar? No, I don't think so. I said, let's see. George Hooker's Bar.
George Hooker had been a successful black businessman in Portland. He moved to Pendleton, opening an establishment called Hooker's Place.
We walk into George Hooker's, and the place just went up, excitement. We took 2 tables, because the guys were so big they wouldn't fit around one table, so we pulled 2 tables together and just started talking football and just had a great time.
Next morning, game day. Chuck was on the Los Angeles Rams sidelines with his movie camera. From that angle, he could capture the field and grandstands on film. Well, the weather was pretty good that day.
Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
And what Chuck got are the only known images that exist of that game.
Oh, there was some trash talk going on I never realized.
As for the game, the Cowboys were stampeded, losing to the Los Angeles Rams 49-14. Looking back, Chuck wonders if his hometown pride got in the way of why the Cowboys chose to play in Pendleton.
They probably wanted to hide the game, get it away from the major market, and hide it in Pendleton.
After graduating from Pendleton High, Chuck got a full-ride scholarship to Mississippi State. While walking with a black friend, they were the targets of racist taunts and insults.
He looked at me and he says, sorry, man. I said, you don't have to apologize for those jerks. I mean, I'm sorry. And right there I knew I had to go.
Chuck came back to Oregon playing football and graduating from Linfield College. He went on to become a beloved teacher, coach, and artist, marrying his high school sweetheart and raising 3 sons, surrounded by love and friends, and a memory of being part of that day 60 years ago when the Cowboys took the field in Pendleton.
It set the course for, I knew that things were possible. Talking to those fellas there in the bar, and they had their stories. Each one of them had their stories. One was from Georgia, one's from Kentucky, and other places. They came out of high school very much like mine, and they just made their mind up. They're going to work hard.
Home movie film and stories of an NFL game played on the famous rodeo grounds, and a boy from Pendleton who was part of it all. It's the story of when the Cowboys came to Oregon. It's a great story. Now, Liz, I know you're a big Cowboy fan, so everyone's probably wondering, why in the world did the Dallas Cowboys play one of their first games ever in Pendleton, Oregon, before ever setting foot in Texas? The answer? They were already here. And coming up on our half-hour newscast at 11 o'clock, not far from now, you're going to see where they were staying and what they were doing. Part 2 of when the Cowboys came to Oregon on Coin 6 News at 11 in just a little while. A hint. They had their very first training camp here, and you won't want to miss that part of the story.
And it is so incredibly fascinating, as you said. I am a huge Cowboys fan, proud to say I was born and raised in the Dallas, Texas area, so this has been part of much of my upbringing, but I didn't know about this till now, so I'm proud to say I live here and can say that they played here when they were a new team.